And here we have section 45 of book 5 of the De Bello Gallico after the Varanus and Pullo episode. And so the fighting continues here with the Nervii. And Caesar says, the more heavy and the more violent the siege or the attack was in those days or on a daily basis, and especially because, and I'm going to skip all the way over to here, the situation had come to a few number or a small number of defenders with a great part of soldiers having been weakened by their wounds. Well, the more frequent letters and messengers were being sent to Caesar. So just to be clear, we have the correlative here, tanto, and quanto and tanto, and they are correlating the the two things here, that the attack is heavier and fiercer. And so as the attack is heavier and fiercer, then they are sending out letters and messengers more frequently. So back to our letters and messengers, part of those messengers, having been arrested, were being killed inside or in the side of our soldiers with torture. There was one Nervian on the inside. There was one Nervian named Vertico, born of an honorable place, an honorable position, who, from the first siege, circle that for you, who from the first siege had fled to Cicero and had displayed or had shown suam fidem, his loyalty to him, to Cicero. This man persuades his servant, dative with persuadio, with the hope of liberty, hope of freedom, and with great rewards, that he would carry a letter to Caesar. Remember, litros is always plural here. So that he would bring or he would carry a letter to Caesar. This letter, bound or tied onto a spear, that man brings. So that man, remember the slave, Vertico's slave, brings this letter tied to a spear. And Versatus, and having acted or played the part of a Gaul among Gauls, without any suspicion, comes to Caesar or arrives to Caesar. And from this man, from that slave, from him, about the dangers of Cicero and of his legion, it is learned.